Yep. Oh, for sure. I mean, all those three cars, they are shredding right now.
Look at this.
All right, here we go. Simen Olsen getting all the analytics, the breakdown here. And that was an aggressive flick in that first outside zone. Now, coming to outside zone 2, the Norwegian flag going sideways here into that third outside zone. Simen Olsen, man, again, 5th event ever driving an LS and S chassis for the first time ever. Could have been a little deeper there, but pretty aggressive on going after that final outside zone.
Yeah, I mean, he just came right out of the box and did a great initiation there. I think that was pretty exciting.
It will not be James Dean. Crazy. There it is. So a little bit of a, I don't call it upset because Rob Thorne definitely talented. But right now, Simen Olsen going against Jeff Jones. Simen Olsen field suspension, GT radial S chassis into that second outside. Oh, Jeff Jones comes out of drift. Oh, that's definitely going to hurt him here. That evil AutoWorks Nissan 370Z. Simen Olsen continues on. And that's going to be an incomplete for Jeff Jones. Simen looking so comfortable. Again, of course. So let's see what we got here from Jeff Jones. That evil AutoWorks GT radial. Big drift energy Nissan 370Z. Does fill all of that first outside zone. Simen Olsen getting bathed in the smoke. Now in the second outside zone. Simen Olsen kind of tempering and dialing it back a little bit. He knows he doesn't need to be right there on the door, but he does need to be aggressive. And it looks like, unfortunately for Jeff Jones, the evil AutoWorks out of Redlands, California. Points advancement.
Exactly.
Get the same points.
That's what I'm hearing from the competition staff. They're going to make a call now.
Here we go, moving on to this battle. Dean Carnage Carney out front, Hyper NFT. Carnage into that first outside zone. He's seeing a lot of different debris being sprayed up in Simen Olsen's face. Now going to that third outside zone. Good sweeping bank into that, again, third outside zone. Now into that final outside zone. Simen Olsen maybe giving too much room out front. Again, that chase car can't leave before the lead car. Here we go, Simen Olsen. See how he manages that first outside zone. Right there on the course edge.
Wow.
Could have gotten a little bit deeper here as Dean Carnage Carney. Good proximity from him. Look at that, jumping forward. And then SRT-10 Dodge Viper now into that third outside zone. Big angle from Olsen. Again, we've seen cars deeper before, but oh, look at this. Oh no, Dean Carnage Carney comes up short in that last outside zone. Maybe nervous, a little precarious there. It's either Hurst or Osbo. See the second half of that battle in just a little bit. Here we go, Castro out front, initiates that LTH Mobile 1 GR86. Now coming through into that second outside zone, you can see Simen Olsen, looks like he lunges forward and now transitions into that third outside zone. Simen Olsen right there in that pocket. Now see how they handle that last outside zone for, oh, buddy! If he produces, he could be back up in the mix and gunning for another podium spot in the Final Four. Here goes Simen Olsen. That'd be great to see Olsen and Oslo right in the Final Four, 2 Norwegian drivers. Castro, look at that. Oh man, here comes Jonathan Castro in that Mobile 186, and he's grinding the door in the field suspension S chassis. Outside of the third outside zone, Castro making his presence felt. Drives in on the inside. Oh boy. Some great aggressive driving by Castro, but unfazed is the Norwegian pilot of Simen Olsen. Osbo could take over the lead with a victory here. Here we go. Frederick Osbo initiates strongly into that first outside zone. Simen Olsen, his Norwegian compatriot, into that second outside zone. Simen Olsen, he checks up. He takes a way shallower line. Here comes Frederick Osbo on the Nitto tires. The Bergenholtz get loud. Now to that final outside zone. Here comes Frederick Osbo. Drops it right into formation. Simen Olsen, he is in tow, but he had a major mistake on that second outside zone. That definitely will hurt him. Position's very difficult, just given, you know, the skill level and elevation right now. So Simen Olsen, he's gonna lead, but he knows he's got Frederick Osbo, the gold rock star nose, in that rear view mirror. Watch Freddie Surgeon attack here in the second outside zone, and he's gonna go deep in this third outside zone. Both of them, boom, right there. That's what I was expecting here. Now, again, this is the toughest part of the track, Ryan, that exclamation point on the run. Freddie wasn't exactly the closest on that last outside zone, but he gave it. And again, notably Matt Field. Here we go with a one more time battle between Frederick Osbo and Simen Olsen, all Norway on track right now. Big angle from Frederick Osbo. That was massive there. And again, Simen Olsen retaliates. This, you know, we're talking about that line, and yeah, very similar line. He kind of hung it out pretty dry, but Olsen with really good posture and composure into that last outside zone. This is it. I mean, the confidence level of Simen Olsen is through the roof. Just that extra special sauce. Let's send it, boys. Come on now. Is Simen Olsen going to take down the three-time and defending champ of Frederick Osbo? Or is Osbo going to assume the points lead here in St. Louis? Simen Olsen, good transition outside zone 2. Frederick Osbo drops right into that pocket. Man, that is signed, sealed, and delivered. Coming now down into that last outside zone. Ryan, some great driving out front by Olsen. Man, that thing slams down into that transition. Osbo, will he assume again the points lead here in St. Louis? Little Manji across the nose of that field suspension S15. Frederick Osbo dialed. Looks like he is definitely more on rails than he was previously. Simen Olsen. Now that looked like a really good execution going from 1 to 2. And that allows Olsen to get right in that pocket. Transitioning in that final outside zone. Olsen gets a little too aggressive, bites off more than he can chew. I mean, that was almost perfect. He is guaranteed a podium, but where is it gonna be? Simen Olsen out front. We got a clean start. Let's see this initiation. Boom, goes right for that first outside zone. Now go to the second outside zone. Let's watch this transition right in there. Frederick Osbo giving him a little bit, maybe too much room, and just as I say that, he closed the door. Simen Olsen looks like he DBs that back left. He hits that wall, but as long as he powers through this, the second portion of this battle, he finishes out, and Simen Olsen and Freddie go back and forth, banging doors.